Welcome, everyone. Thanks for... D.A. Jacob.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, D.A. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. They got Powell. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Collins. And it's Lillard in at the point. And for Denver, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Will Barton is out there with Jamal Murray. And it's Porter in at the small forward. Now here's Murray. Puts it up. The shot missing. And it's Portland the other way. After a promising rookie campaign, a lost year for Zach Collins, he played only 3 games before the injury took away the rest of his season.
Yeah, I mean, a strange year and a lost year for Collins. You could say that about the whole NBA for that regard. But Collins is underrated as a prospect outside of Portland. This team loves the energy and skill he brings, though, to the table.
Now here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. To the paint, Powell with the steal. Murray against Lillard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These 2 teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add dimensions to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. 5 to shoot, and a wide open look for Porter. They get it back. Millsap kicks to Porter. Wide open look here for Murray. Drops in the tray.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Collins with it. Out guarded by Murray. The shot by Lillard, wide open. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Denver's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And there's the pass to Millsap. Jokic against Nurkic. Powell with the steal. And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
The Trailblazers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Barton against Powell. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
Oh, yeah, that's one of his go-to spots. I mean, you have to pressure him in that mid-range area.
Goes up to the stripe. Here's Millsap. No good on the shot. Good D by Covington. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Trailblazers. Great positioning on the putback.
And good luck trying to keep Nurkic off the glass. I mean, using his brute strength well on the offensive boards.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. It's Barton with the drive. Jokic lays it up and banks it in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's Lillard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, you got to admire how aggressive Lillard is. Terrific at finding a way to get to the charity stripe.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And last year, excellent at the free throw line. Just a shade under 90%.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Bull with it. He's guarded by Nurkic. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And at 7-2, Bull has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throw of the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Now, here's Lillard. Tries again. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. It's Powell on the wing. Pass to Covington. Takes the three. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Covington with the steal. The tray. Kicks it out to Lillard. From deep. Portland no good that time either.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
Bull, that's good.
Yeah, inside, Bull does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Lillard again missing.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Just off his game, forcing a few shots, not letting the game come to him naturally.
Now, here's Bull. Dozier kicks to Bull. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Pocket 6, Morris. And the layup falls. Morris has got 5 now.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Nuggets on top, up by 4. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side.
I'm training in the summer.
The team seems to support, Greg, that philosophy 100%.
The game has changed. Some guys would rather take a few steps back to get a cleaner look. Lillard being one of them.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what stands out to you from the Nuggets in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
They've got Morris. JaVale McGee is out there with Bull. Then there's Gordon, and it's Dozier in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. McCollum feeling it out a bit. This one for 3. And Bull pulls it down.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Trailblazers trail by 7. Passes it to Simons. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Simons has got his first 3 points of the game.
Oh, he just caught the defense napping. He shoots a very high percentage from three-point range when there's no hand in his face.
Here's Dozier. C.J. McCollum comes up with the rebound. Portland's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one is on Bull.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Greg, if you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that, more than anything, allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Gordon. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Gordon's got 4 points now in the quarter.
An underrated part, really, of being a sick athlete like Gordon, body control. Used it there to keep the form on his shot.
Here's Simons. Kicks it out to Jones. McCollum outside. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
What poise from the veteran guard. I love how calm McCullough is when the pressure is on.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And the basket by Gordon.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Simons. He's got 6. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
Look, that's a nice play. You need low post scoring to keep your offense balanced.
Campazzo. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Stolen by Gordon. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. There's the 3. No good. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Jones in the post, defended by Gordon. Poked away and stolen by Gordon.
The long arms of Gordon lead to that basket. Aaron does a nice job just staying active on the defensive end.
Simons, the pass to Cantor. Kicks it out to McCollum. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Appreciate the effort, though, making his presence felt defensive.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Pass to Porter. Beyond the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. And it's an 8-point Nugget lead.
And you already see the great range, a calling card of Porter's, even back in high school. Shot 47% as a senior.
And the basket by McCollum.
He doesn't play around. If the buck is there for him, he's going to get it.
Now here's Murray. Guarded closer. Here's Jokic. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Jokic has got the lead. Back up to 8 now for the Nuggets. The 3 from McCollum. Again, McCollum missing. The shot, no good. And so it's Denver. Pull. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. And fellas, Jamal Murray is an out-and-out scorer. Running off screens or off the bounds, he's always in attack mode. Can he... And that'll do it.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You look at Monte Morris. He's been really playing well.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. Robert Covington out there with Collins. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Powell in at the 2 spot. Now Murray. Outside Porter. Here's Murray up on top. Covered by Lillard. Murray against Lillard. Murray kicks to Jokic. Shoots over Nurkic. It's good on the putback.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Lillard with it. 5 points in the game. Count it.
Superb form. Lillard has the mid-range shot on lockdown.
The Nuggets leading by 5. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Back to Barton. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things. Winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
It's good from long range.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Three-pointer, Lillard sinks the three-pointer. Lillard's got 8 here in the quarter.
Lillard's not going to let you get away with that. He wants those 3 points back, and he gets them quick.
Murray, the pass to Porter. Back to Murray. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Damian Lillard.
And if you're drawing up your starting 5 for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless.
And Murray, we know, can be streaky, Greg. Still mid 30% for his career from three-point range.
Of course, the degree of difficulty pretty high on a lot of his shots. Off the bounce with a hand in his face. And he's more than a shooter, a versatile scorer who can get it done in a variety of ways.
Clock is at 3. Lillard dishes to Nurkic. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And it's Millsap with the ball for the Nuggets. Murray finds Barton. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Outside for Murray. Barton outside. Denver needs to get off his shot. Here's Millsap. That shot off the mark. Good D by Covington. Three-pointer, Lillard. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 4 rebounds in this game.
Until he starts knocking down some shots, I don't think the deficit's going to get any smaller.
Trailblazers trail by 9. Here's Lillard. And misses it off the right side of the rim. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Lillard against Murray. The kick out to Porter. Millsap passes to Murray. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Barton, no luck. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. And Lillard gets it to go.
Taking things into his own hands. He's been a beast this quarter.
1:16 left in the third quarter. Barton outside. The pass to Jokic. Takes the 13-footer. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Lillard against Murray. Lillard with the bucket.
He's ramped up his game in a big way this quarter. I don't think he likes it when they're trailing.
Murray against Lillard. Barton outside. He kicks to Millsap. Outside, Porter. Pass to Murray. Barton in the corner. It's over Powell, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Both teams deciding to change it up. Trailblazers trail by 5. McCollum outside. Back to Lillard. McCollum outside. To the wing right side. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by McCollum. Lillard's got 15 points in just the second half. Morris outside. And stolen by Lillard. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Nuggets lead by 2. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. We've got Aaron Gordon. Cole is out there with JaVale McGee. Then there's Monte Morris, and it's Dozier in at the shooting guard. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. And the three off target.
Well, you don't see that very often. A wide open three is usually like a layup for him.
And that one's good. Lillard.
How about this turnaround? He played a fringe role in the first half, and now he's the man for them.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor, and these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. Jamal Murray, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mike Malone had some words for his team during the break. He really got after him in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. After you guys.
Thank you, David.
And love seeing Murray take it strong to the rack. A phenomenal finisher inside.
Passes it to McCollum. Here's Giles. Guarded by McGee. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Jokic, he's checked in for Bull. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Murray surveying the D. And Jones sends it back. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance to take the lead. He can't get that one to fall. Excellent D that time there from McGee. Pass to Jokic. From down in the low post, it goes.
Plays a rugged game down low. Jokic's toughness adds character to the identity of this team.
Lillard attacking. To the wing on the left. Giles kicks to Jones. Cullen passes to Cantor. He dishes it to Lillard. Almost, but it rolls out. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. They've led by as much as 10. Offensive rebound. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. It's on Damian Lillard.
And see, this is why JaVale McGee is out here. When he hustles like this, his coaches and teammates notice it.
Will Barton, he's checked in for Denver. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Down low. 4 on the shot clock. And here's McCollum for 3. The offensive rebound. Cantor kicks to McCollum. Trailblazers moving the ball around. The shot's good. And that's now 21 points for Lillard.
But Lillard, he's an exceptional player. He's a guy you trust to make the right decision in these moments.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. It's Jokic, top of the key. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up. Huge.
Jokic comes through just fearless. What an option.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Millsap comes in for JaVale McGee. And it's Michael Porter in for Aaron Gordon. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Anthony's checked in. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. From the arc. And Jones pulls it down. Trailblazers trail by 6. Pushing it up. Here's Lillard. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Lillard's got 23 points.
I love how Lillard takes the initiative on offense. I mean, he's a creative and talented guard who's been absolutely on fire.
It's Barton on the wing. Porter in the corner. From outside, off the mark. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And Portland making a change here. Powell's checked in. Here's Lillard. Here's Cantor. That one misses. Good defense by Jokic. The pass to Porter. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
just refusing to back down when the spotlight's brightest. Porter outstanding at taking over here in the clutch.
Count it, and the Nugget lead has been cut down now to just 3 in the basket from Damian Lillard. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
To the middle. Here's Jokic, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Calm and collected in the game's biggest moments. You can rely on Jokic when you need a basket. Now they're going for the jugular. A few more trips like that, and we might be able to see this one in the books.
Lillard. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. First free throw is good, and that brings them within 5.
What you love about Lillard is his drive. He wants to keep improving. He's a super competitive player.
A bucket here would give them a bit more room.
True, but no need to rush it. Play smart.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Murray, the pass to Porter. Doubled by McCollum. The kick out to Barton. Pass to Murray. Outside, Porter. Back to Murray. So it's the Nuggets taking the W in a close one. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining.
through the land of the...
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. DA, it's...
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed. Something special, David. Thanks. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. They've got Maxi Kleber. Porzingis is out there with Powell. Then there's Richardson. And it's Doncic in at the point guard. And for the Nuggets, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Porter is out there with Jamal Murray. And it's Gordon in at the small forward. And Maxi Kleber is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Murray surveying the D. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And, Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement. And you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played. And
an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
And Murray's got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. For three, Millsap keeps it alive. Jokic on the follow.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
Porzingis passes to Doncic. Shoots the three. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, Dallas. Pass to Millsap. The open shot. Jokic makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
And just paying attention to the details, it makes great reads offensively. Jokic is so comfortable with the catch and shoot.
Now, here's Doncic. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. The Nuggets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Now Porter. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Basket counts.
Just using his size well close to the rim. Porter is outstanding at cashing in from those spots.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Shot clock reset for Dallas. Pass to Powell. They shoot again. Jokic grabs the miss.
Boy, having a hard time making shots. Just 1 for 4 to start this game.
Millsap with the steal. On the wing, Gordon. Back to Porter. Porzingis with the steal. And here we go. Richardson heading to the hoop. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
Man, that's a tough call for the ref to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
And Murray's got the ball here for the Nuggets.
And for Jokic, a slow start to last season. Came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape. And boy, did he come on strong down the stretch.
Here's Porter. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And there have been some to compare Porter to Kevin Durant. Really a fluid shooter who also possesses amazing athleticism.
Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is never going to be the most explosive athlete, but some have questioned his conditioning, even his motor. What do you see?
I mean, the crazy thing is, even with those questions, he regularly puts up box scores we haven't seen in half a century. But to win it all, you've got to leave no stone unturned. And I think for a young player, he's got to make more of a commitment to his body. And I think we will see that in time. Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
That puts them in the lead.
Boy, how pretty is that at 7'3"? Kristaps Porzingis knows he can get his shot anytime he wants.
Morris passes to McGee. Here's Dozier. 1:16 left in the first quarter. From deep three-point range, Kleber, no good.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile one block a moment ago.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Dallas making a switch here. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Maxi Kleber. Tim Hardaway Jr. is checked in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. And they get it back. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. Hardaway finds Brunson. Here's Finney-Smith. Now the pass to Marjanovic. Shot clock at 5. Another shot, and that's 2 points on the layup.
And this is something this guy takes pride in, capitalizing on second chance opportunities.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
The Nuggets with another miss. One-on-one fast break. Powell for 3. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. Morris looking over the floor.
And that stifling defense of Cauley Stein is what got him drafted 6th.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. The Mavericks on top. They lead by 3. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
On the floor right now for the Mavericks, we've got Jalen Brunson. Marjanovic is out there with Cauley Stein. Then there's J.J. Redick, and it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. Now here's Brunson. Following the miss by Bol. Brunson, good.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Here's Dozier, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
And so it's Dallas with it. After the Nuggets pick up 2. Redick dishes to Cauley Stein, and Cauley Stein throws it down.
Cauley Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
Morris outside. Pass to Bol. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball. Here's Brunson. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Here's Cauley Stein. Makes it off the glass. Cauley Stein's got 4 this quarter. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, their still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
The Nuggets trail by 5. Redick for 3. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
McGee the pass to Morris. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Morris has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Morris against Brunson. Passes to Marjanovic. And the basket is good. And the Mavericks lead by 7.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Morris against Brunson. Morris, no good. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Outside for Redick. Marjanovic against Morris. Marjanovic, no good. For Denver, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. It's tipped and stolen by Redick. Finney-Smith passes to Brunson. Tries again, trying to get open as Marjanovic. And there's the bucket as Brunson finishes it off.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Brunson against Morris. Dozier kicks to Barton. And stolen by Redick. An even 3-on-3 break. There's 42 seconds left here in the second. They grab their own miss. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And now an 11-point Maverick lead.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Morris into the lane. It's good.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Finney-Smith. A different look for Denver. Brunson against Murray. Brunson the pass to Finney-Smith. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it go with the 3. And a clear. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks in control with the 9-point lead.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each, and the first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They didn't get more than a 1-possession lead. That's all for now.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Without question, Willie Cauley-Stein displaying his skills tonight.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low. Just great work.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So out there for the Nuggets right now. Millsap and Jokic, the big man. Murray out there with Porter. And it's Gordon in at small forward. The Nuggets with another miss.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Oh, gentlemen. My goodness, step back.
That was incredible. Murray, the pass to Jokic. A solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Jokic has got 6 points.
And this is where Jokic is most comfortable. The closer he is to the rim, the more effective he becomes.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Powell, great positioning on the putback. Powell's got the lead up to 12 now for the Mavs.
You have to love the intensity that Powell plays with on the glass, using that long body to track down those offensive boards.
Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his group.
Here's Doncic, and Doncic throws it down.
Well, Luka can get himself into the paint with consistency, and boy, does he make that a high percentage finish.
And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other.
Porter pulls it in. Porter's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Murray against Kleber. Jokic kicks to Murray. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. 5 points in the game.
And Murray has such a soft-looking shot, especially from deep, where he is just lights out.
Doncic outside. And stolen by Murray. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Gordon finds Jokic. Fires it up. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Ahead, Kleber with it. Now defended by Jokic. Porzingis inside. He's against Jokic. That one, no good. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. And a wide open look for Porter. It's rebounded by Dallas. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Pass to Richardson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Jokic. For Dallas, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
For viewers, timeout's a chance to check your phone, grab a drink, but for the teams, it's all about business.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
That's good from Richardson. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Marjanovic comes in for Dwight Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Maxi Kleber. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Here's Porter. No good that time. Good work defensively by Richardson. Brunson the pass to Marjanovic. Murray against Brunson. Richardson kicks to Brunson. Cauley-Stein in the post. Jokic defending. The shot by Cauley-Stein, no good. gets it up. That shot missing. And so it's Dallas in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, they've got Cauley Stein, Josh Richardson out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Marjanovic, and it's Finney Smith in at the 3 spot. The shot by Cauley Stein, no good.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And the wide open shot from Morris. No good from outside. Mavericks leading by 8. Richardson with it, and McGee picks him up defensively. Marjanovic, no good.
Boy, defense nowhere to be found, and neither was his shot at that time.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
J.J. Redick's checked in for Richardson. Morris finds McGee. All alone. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Marjanovic has got his 5th rebound in this one. There's the pass to Brunson. Trying to get open is Marjanovic. Brunson, good.
A fundamentally sound player. Gotta like how well Redick works the rock around the floor.
Barton, wide open, he fires. No good on the triple. The Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. For 3, JaVale McGee grabs the miss. And Bull wide open. He shoots. The Nuggets with another miss. The Mavericks shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Marjanovic down low. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Marjanovic has got the lead up to 12 now for Dallas.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Morris against Brunson. And McGee kicks to Dozier. Up again. It's good on the putback.
The towering presence that is Ball. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
Brunson scanning the floor. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
It's Barton with the drive. It's stolen by Marjanovic. And the foul on Will Barton. That's his first foul. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Redick for 3. It's not going to go for him. Now Denver takes it the other way. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. Murray against Doncic. Murray the pass to Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot. But right now this guy is cooking.
Doncic outside. There's 1:47 left in the 4th quarter. Porzingis against Jokic. From the stripe. Porzingis can't hit. The Nuggets trail by 10. Murray finds Millsap. Good chance here for Porter. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
And shots like this are why people are just so high on Porter. Has such a quick release on that jumper.
Doncic passes to Richardson. Back to Doncic. Pass to Kleba. A good look from Doncic. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Porter, no luck. And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Dallas again missing.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Well, this game separates the men from the boys. Aaron Gordon, big-time delivery.
We've got 28 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Richardson for 3, and he's able to get it back. Murray against Doncic. No good off the back of the rim. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. The putback, money.
Calm and collected in the game's biggest moments. You can rely on Jokic when you need a basket.
So it's a narrow victory for the men. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. And here were the Clippers arriving earlier, getting mentally. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then it's Ibaka. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Morris in at the 4 spot. And for the Nuggets, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Jamal Murray is out there with Porter. And it's Gordon in at the small forward. Now here's Porter. Here's Jokic. Lays it up off the glass. Jokic has got the first points up on the board here for the Nuggets. And the teams we're seeing tonight, Steve, they have very deep rotations.
And Kevin, when you can go maybe 10 deep, it keeps your locker room happy. It also protects your team against injuries sinking a season.
Beverly finds Ibaka. The shot comes out. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Murray with the ball. And it's slammed in by Millsap.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Now here is George. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That is his first foul of the game. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. And here is Murray. Outside, Porter. Passes it to Jokic. 5 on the clock. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Now, here is George. Good on the three-point shot.
They finally hit one after missing 3 straight.
The Nuggets have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game.
The homecoming for Paul George, playing in L.A. with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh, why, thank you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Now, here's Leonard. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
And, guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the 2nd pick in the 2017 draft. That or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' game.
Here's Morris following the score by Jamal Murray. The 3. The Clippers rebound. Outside for George. Nailed from three-point land. George has got 6.
One of George's main strengths, able to stretch the floor with his outside shooting.
Porter dishes to Murray. The pass to Jokic over Ibaka. The rebound by Ibaka.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And boy, Kawhi is the perfect target. The big reach to get to the pass and the great hands on the catch.
Now here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. Outside, Porter. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Oh, good with the triple. And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. Oh, Leonard in position. No good that time.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
Murray surveying the D. 13 feet away. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Leonard attacking, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Porter kicks to Murray. Stolen by Beverly. And now the fast break. George with the ball. Off the mark with the little step back, Johnny. Leonard with the steal. For the 3. And it's Jokic with the rebound. They're running. Here's Murray. Here's Millsap. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line.
And I like how Millsap got in and forced the issue in the paint.
It's his first trip to the line. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. From deep, George. It's all tied in Denver. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
Setting the floor for the Clippers. We've got Patrick Beverley. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Ibaka, and it's George in the shooting guard position. Barton, wide open, he fires.
Come on.
And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. And the Nuggets making a change here. Bulls checked in. And Los Angeles guys shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. Leonard kicks to Ibaka. From downtown, they swipe it for the finish.
He got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Now, here is George. He's got 6. Ibaka outside. Lets it go from deep. That one doesn't drop.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless, the foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And the wide open shot from Morris. It doesn't go for him. The Clippers go the other way with it. Kennard for 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
The range of Luke Kennard on display. This guy is a lights-out shooter.
Morris passes to Dozier. Batum grabs the miss.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
Cousins on the follow. Cousins has got the lead up to 3 now for the Clippers.
You see the feel from DeMarcus Cousins, tracking down the miss, then making good on the second chance opportunity.
Now here is McGee. And he makes good on the layup. McGee's got 4 this quarter. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, will say Gary Payton. I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy. He would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
Here's Dozier. Off target with his 3. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Kennard for 3. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got his 4th rebound in this one.
The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't seem to finish plays this quarter. Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
Pass to Jackson. Back to Kennard. A 3-ball. Rebound by the Nuggets. McGee's got his 6th rebound on the night. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Morris passes to McGee. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, easy call.
The Nuggets have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Cousins finds Jackson, and the foul on Will Barton. That is his first foul of the game. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. 1:07 left in the second quarter. Right side Leonard, and stolen by Gordon. And here's the fast break. Millsap leading the way. Jokic passes to Millsap. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. That's 7 points for Millsap.
Paul Millsap is very capable as a spot-up threat.
George looking around. And just miss after miss right now.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Murray against Beverly. Stolen by George. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock.
And with those long strides, it takes Paul George no time to get to the rim.
Murray with it. Here's Jokic. And the layup's good off the glass. Jokic has got 6.
Hustle points count just like any others. That's a great play.
There's 10 seconds left now here in the second. And a deep three from George. And the whistle blows. And it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
He must have thought he was a jungle gym the way he was climbing all over his back. Easy call.
This is why we talk about carving out position rather than trying to sneak in. You've got to be willing to put in the work.
And there's no question that Gordon is a talented player.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter.
CLA Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, a pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. The period wrapped up with the teams. That's all for now.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. It's been quite a game for JaVale McGee.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So out there for the Nuggets right now, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Michael Porter's out there with Jamal Murray. And it's Gordon in at the 3, the small forward. And here's Jokic after Paul George getting his 3 to go. Jokic finds Murray. 6 on the shot clock. And the rejection by Ibaka.
Great defense by Serge, a tremendous athlete, blessed with insane length and leaping ability.
Here's Beverly. No points in the game yet for him. Passes it to George. And it's the Clippers scoring again.
Facing up from mid-range, George could have tried to drive, but takes what the defense gives him.
And Smitty, you know what Pat Beverly is going to bring every night. A fearless, ferocious, at times almost sociopathic level of intensity. And this guy just does not take a possession off.
You know, he's one of those guys I would have to question even playing with him. He plays so hard. I know I hate playing against him.
The Clippers trail by 6. Here's Leonard. Paul Millsap with the rebound. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Here's Jokic. He feeds it to Gordon. Second shot opportunity. And Jokic lays it up and in. Jokic has got 10.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
The shot by George, wide open. And another 3 for the Clippers.
3 out of 4 coming out of the half, showing good execution on the offensive end.
And there's the feed to Millsap. Back to Murray. Leonard with the steal. Left side, George. Morris outside. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
That's lit right there, courtesy of Kawhi's natural explosiveness.
Now Murray. Jokic trying to free himself up. A second chance effort. Rebound by the Clippers. George has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Leonard. And he can't bank that one in. The Nuggets leading by 3. The drive by Jokic. And it's sent back by George.
Not going to be Paul George with that move. He's too long and too talented of a defender.
Here's Leonard, and then Leonard with the dunk.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
They've shown a lot of heart, a lot of fight, and they're close to taking the lead.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Nuggets. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation, or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And so it's Barton bringing it up for the Nuggets. He kicks it to Bull. Morris into the lane. Inside, stolen by Zubac. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Outside for Jackson from outside the arc. A shot off that time. Nuggets trail.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
And it goes down 2 points.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. The Nuggets on top, leading by just 1. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the 4th quarter. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the 4th, we've got DeMarcus Cousins, Reggie Jackson out there with Luke Kennard. Then there's Batum, and it's Zubac in at the 5. And he's going up for the alley-oop, and the dunk by Zubac.
Good vision, good decision by Reggie. Pushing for a better shot, finds an open man.
Morris passes to Dozier. And now here's Batum, the fast break opportunity. Outside for Jackson. Lets it go from the wing. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got his 8th rebound here tonight. From past the arc, trains the three-pointer. And the Nuggets lead by 4.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Jackson dishes to Batum. The pass to Cousins. Outside for Batum. And he overshot that one, missing.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Los Angeles calls timeout. The short rest, very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your energy for the late game push. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. He told them they have to keep fighting. He said, hey, look, we're right here, but we can't make mistakes. You got to be aggressive and smart. Back to you guys.
And contact. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And, guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
There's Porter with the three. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And the competitive nature of Murray making all the difference there, doing everything he can to rally his team.
Murray against Beverly. From deep, George, and he's good on the three ball. George has got 19 points.
You know that he's always going to find a way to get the ball in tight situations like that and knock it down.
Murray outside. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Hate to see that. I know everyone's mind is on the play, but you got to protect the ball.
The Clippers trail. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Leonard. It's good, and they get the go-ahead bucket.
Knowing the situation, Kawhi willing and able to take control. Big bucket.
Outside Porter. And George gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. JaVale McGee's checked in for the Nuggets. To the paint. Here's Jokic. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10. Huge.
Jokic comes through just fearless. What an option.
Beverly looking around. We've got 1:13 left in the game. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Patrick Beverly plays with a scorer's mentality. Takes the opportunity to step up.
Now here's Murray.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
And here's Beverly. Pass to Leonard. Launches it. Releases one from 3.
I mean, unbelievable. It's one thing to be talented, but Kawhi is clutch as well.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Pass to Jokic. Nice move. Yes!
calm and collected in the game's biggest moments. You can rely on Jokic when you need a basket.
George passes to Leonard. Over Gordon. It's in!
And they do have a foul to give.
20 seconds left in the fourth.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Absolutely. They're within striking distance, but they have to make pretty much every shot.
Jokic with it to the inside. For three, Murray. He made it! He made it!
Yes, he did!
Yeah. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Steve Smith, The bustling city of Portland. And
well, guys,
he's certainly come a long way, DA. Thanks. Now the starting. Group for the Denver Nuggets. We've got Will Barton. Jokic is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then there's Murray. And it's Dozier in at the 3 spot. And for Portland, we've got Yusuf Nurkic. Robert Covington out there with Anthony. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Lillard in at the point guard position. Now here's Lillard. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. And instead of just swinging the ball around the perimeter, Clark, both these teams like to run offense through the post.
And I love that, Kevin. We don't see it very often, but you're right. Both of these teams emphatic about getting the ball inside, putting pressure on the defense by driving it inside or passing it into the post. And it allows both of them to play a very high-quality inside-out game.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. Portland with the ball. Powell with it. Now guarded by Barton. Back to Powell. The 3. It's hauled in by Jokic.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Murray surveying the D. 5 to shoot. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Dozier can't get it to go. Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Stolen. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And Gordon taking advantage of the fact that when he gets up in the air like that, nobody's interested in getting in his way.
Lillard outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
3 misses to start the game, still trying to break the seal on that hoop.
Barton wide open. He fires. Off target from outside. For Portland, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Lillard attacking. He feeds it to Nurkic. Good on the 13-footer.
You know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Now here's Murray. Passes it to Dozier. Murray with it. And it's Murray with the jam.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Now here's Barton. Murray, the pass to Gordon. 3-pointer, Barton. That one doesn't go. And it's Portland the other way. And now the fast break. Anthony with the ball. Powell. Barton with the rebound. And so it's Barton bringing it up for the Denver Nuggets. Covington with the steal. Lillard from outside. Powell dishes to Lillard. Back to Powell. Jokic with the steal. Here's Murray, and Covington sends it back.
No, sir, not today. Don't come in here. Covington not having it.
Here's Powell. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Now here's Murray. Jokic inside. He's guarded by Nurkic. Count that one.
Well, you got to do more than that to stop Jokic. I mean, this guy is a master at converting through tough defense.
Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big man. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Barton against Jones. Three-pointer. Portland grabs the miss.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
A three from McCollum. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Nuggets trail. Denver passing it around. Dozier passes to Jokic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
A self-described country boy from the town of Sombor, Serbia. Jokic grew up racing horses, no less.
Boy, those are some nice factoids, Greg. Well done. From stable boy and jockey, but as he grew, basketball made the most sense. And to this day, he still loves horses and actually still has a few back in Serbia. McCollum's carved out an impressive NBA career for himself, and I think he's still ascending. He was the 10th pick in the 2013 NBA draft. He's still got plenty of upside.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Denver. The Nuggets shooting a lowly 30% to start this game out. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Porter against Jones. Now Porter. 6 to shoot. And finished off by Porter.
Well, when you've got Porter's length, this is what you can do. It makes it easy to get to the rim for the throwdown.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. We recently checked in with Jamal Murray, who discussed the team's approach.
The mentality of how we play, how we move.
Greg sounds like something a coach would say.
It's probably something his coach has said time and time again, but Murray's really matured into a reliable, sometimes spectacular performer for this team.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And what stands out to you from the Nuggets in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
So out there for the Nuggets right now, Cole is out there with JaVale McGee. Then there's Paul Millsap. Then it's Porter. And it's Morris in at the point guard. McCollum, no good. The Nuggets leading by 3. And here is Morris. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. It's Millsap with the drive from 17 feet out. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Down low, here's Collins. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
McCollum against Morris. And he lays it straight in. Morris has got the lead back up to 3 now for the Nuggets.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. Pass to Giles. And stolen by Bull. To the middle. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, you look at McGee and the career resurgence he's undergone, guys, outstanding. I mean, when he's been in the right situation, he's been very effective.
Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcomed with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids, you're right. Giles, the pass to Collins. This is to Cantor. Back to Collins. McGee with the block.
Yeah, if you had to pick the top priority for McGee, I think that's it. Contest shots, block shots, hit in the air, use that length to deny shots at the rim.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
It's Collins with the drive from 11 feet away. Good on that shot, and with that, the Nugget lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Giles. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Morris inside. He is guarded by McCollum.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Jones against Porter. Jones kicks to McCollum. Shot clock at 6. Kicks it out to Jones. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious.
Ammonia strong, we call that. Wear that rim out.
Here's McCollum. Good work defensively by Morris. Denver leading by 6. And it's McGee with the jam.
Yeah, you know, with his size and presence in the post, McGee has a lot of value on the offensive glass.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
There's the pass to McCollum. 43 seconds left in the first half. Here's Cantor. Jones finds McCollum. Portland no good that time either.
So hard, actually impossible to cut into the lead when you have a guy struggling this badly.
Pass to McGee. Millsap in the corner. Jones against Porter. Shot from the wing. Here's Bull. Out to Morris. Stolen by McCollum. Jacks up a 3. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, any of the Jets. A pretty close game from the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They ended the period holding on to us. And that...
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Denver. Jones is out there with C.J. McCollum. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then it's Collins. And it's Giles in at the 4. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Barton passes to Murray. Just 5 on the clock. Over McCollum. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Murray against McCollum. Pass to Dozier. Barton surveying the floor. Pass to Jokic. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Jokic has got 6.
This is a big guy, a mountain of a man. I mean, Jokic is a sturdy, thick 250 pounds on him. It's going to take a bigger bump to disrupt his shot than that one.
Kicks it out to McCollum. Back to Giles. Over Murray. That one wide left. The Nuggets leading by 10. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. And Jokic throws it down.
Boy, Jokic always in sync with his teammates, which is part of why he's able to put together these highlight reel sequences.
And no doubt last season was a bit of a step backwards for Aaron Gordon. After that breakout 2019 season, his numbers just didn't hold up.
And, you know, Greg, the issue was his shooting. You know, Gordon had a tough time from distance, especially from three-point range. Some of that is maybe mechanics, but also shot selection a part of it. And I also thought he was a little more passive with the ball, maybe a little more indecisive. But, again, he's a young player, really young player, so I'm thinking it was probably just an off year for him, and he'll bounce back in good fashion.
I'm shocked that it didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
The shot by Powell, no good.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Wide open look here for Murray. Buries it from three-point range. Murray's got his second bucket.
Boy, Murray has such a soft ball. I mean, he shoots a soft shot, especially from deep where he is automatic.
Basket good.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Murray, no good.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be. But so far, that's not been the case.
Lillard outside. Kicks it to Powell. Puts up a three. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Count it, and the Nugget lead has been cut down to 11 on the bucket from Lillard.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
Barton passes to Murray. Lob pass to Gordon. Covington with the steal. Powell for three. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got his 6th rebound on the night.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Powell dishes to Lillard. Lays it up and banks it in. Lillard's got 8.
Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
44 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Barton. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
And, you know, this is something Jokic does extremely well. He excels at finding the open man with quality passes.
23 seconds left here in the third quarter. And Lillard kicks to Anthony. Powell, the pass to Nurkic. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Trailblazers shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
Lillard is really a force of nature. I mean, an incredible talent who torches just about everybody with his scoring ability.
Covington wide open. And he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And a big-time three to cut it to single digits. They've kept it within reach, but they...
And so it's the Denver Nuggets in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Back to the action after this word. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Taking a look at the Nuggets, they've got Bowles. Michael Porter's out there with Monte Morris. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Millsap in at the 3. Morris against Lillard. Morris dishes to Millsap. Inside, Nurkic with the steal. Anthony, the pass to Lillard. Baseline jumper. That's tipped.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamorous stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Trailblazers trail by 9. Powell with it. Guarded now by Morris. Covington dishes to Powell. Bangs home the trifecta. Powell's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Trailblazers. Morris passes to Millsap. Outside Porter. He kicks the Bull. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Covington. Bull, that's good. And the Nuggets lead by 8.
And you see defenses trying to be physical with Ball. That time, contact on the shot had no effect.
Lillard from outside. And another 3 for Portland.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
And there's the pass to Bull. Morris dishes to Bull. There's the double team with Covington. Bull can't hit. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Trailblazers. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Up again. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Porter throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. Robert Covington picks one up.
How about the strength from the big fella? Porter is used to having to power through contact.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Jokic has checked in for JaVale McGee. Aaron Gordon comes in for Bull. And it's Jamal Murray in for Monte Morris. Pass to Canner. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Cullen passes to Canner. Oh, McCollum in position. Collins kicks to Jones. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Outstanding timing from Jokic there. Then the superb reach to wipe away the shot.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Lillard's checked in. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Gordon the pass to Murray. Here's Jokic. He's covered by Cantor. Here's Murray. And McCollum with the block. They recover it. Yep, that one goes. 1:52 left in the fourth quarter. Lillard outside. Passes it to Cantor. Here's the lob to the hoop. Outside Collins. Knocks down the 3-ball.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Floats it up for Murray.
And that's a sweet dime from Jokic. He's always had good vision, and it only seems to get better every year.
Trailblazers trail by 9. Pass to Collins. Stolen by Gordon. 1:10 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Outside Porter. And the pass to Jokic. Just 4 to shoot. The alley-oop layup. Very well done. And now an 11-point Nugget lead.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Nuggets.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Jokic.
Now, he was a problem on the glass today, relentlessly crashing the boards and came away with a bushel basket full of rebounds.
Martin's checked in for Porter. We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the fourth. McCollum outside. Out to the right wing. Here's Giles. And the three off target. And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
Millsap misses. The shot by Lillard, wide open. Gets the three to fall.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
So the Nuggets win it. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really...
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments. Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. Millsap and Jokic. The big men. Michael Porter's out there with Jamal Murray. And it's Gordon in at the 3 spot. And for Dallas, we've got Josh Richardson. Porzingis is out there with Powell. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Kleba in at the small forward position. Now, here's Doncic. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. And these two teams, Brent, known for playing a more methodical pace. When you think of the elite half-court offenses, what comes to mind for you?
Well, I have a location for you, Kevin. It's Utah. And I have two names for you, Stockton and Malone. And how good those guys were, not just in pick and roll, but in overall half-court execution. Man, it was surgical.
And so it's the Mavericks getting on the board first. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And teammates more and more looking for plays from Murray like that.
Doncic outside. And they double up Doncic. Richardson gets a wide open look. Trains it from beyond the arc.
The evolution of Josh Richardson is going to be very exciting for this organization. When he's sinking the catch-and-shoot jump shots, look out.
Jokic finds Gordon. Floats it up for Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Jokic on an alley-oop. Sweet.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Richardson outside. Off target from three-point range.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Here's Jokic over Porzingis. Jokic, no good.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense, not really a factor.
Wide open look here for Murray, and again Denver with the triple.
Now that's not bad form there. You don't have to tell Murray twice to let it fly from there with that much room.
Doncic with it. He dishes it to Richardson. Porzingis looking it over. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Porter, no luck. Mavericks trail by 3. And here's Doncic from the arc. Sinks the triple. Doncic has got 5 points so far.
And you can tell that Doncic loves leaking out. They're able to get to the right spot there in transition.
And a wide open look for Porter. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Richardson with it. He's picked up by Millsap. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Murray right side. Jokic, Millsap, and it's Millsap with the extra effort.
Now, although undersized, Millsap is a very, very hard worker. Uses his quickness that time.
Doncic against Murray. Kleba, no good.
Well, nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area. That's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
And it's Gordon missing. Dallas has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Now coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
Here's Doncic. Michael Porter making his last shot. And it's Luka Doncic with the three. Doncic has got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Mavs. Murray dishes to Porter. We've got 33 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Murray, the pass to Porter. No good from outside.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
And here's Doncic from the arc. And again, Dallas turns it over.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
There's 14 seconds left here in the first quarter. And here is Morris. The pass to Bull to the left wing. Here's Dozier. And that one released in time, but no good. It's been all about Luka Doncic for Dallas. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
J.J. Redick is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Marjanovic. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein. And it's Melli in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Redick with the bucket.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now, here's Bull. Martin from outside. And it's Melli with the rebound. Redick surveying the D. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds. But they still come up empty. Got a piece of it. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. Here's Brunson. And another basket for Dallas.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Morris against Brunson. The kick out to Barton. The Nuggets moving the ball around. McGee pass to Dozier. Shot clock at 5. And he uses the glass on the layup. Dozier's got his first basket.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive stop.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Now here's Brunson. Passes it to Melli. Pass to Cauley-Stein. Outside, Redick. Here's Melli. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. The Nuggets trail by 4. He lobs it up. Now the pass to Marjanovic. Rebounded by McGee.
Well, he wants that one over again. I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
Here's Melli. Hands it from downtown. Melli's got the lead up to 7 now for the man.
And there's typically going to be some space when you're out in transition and you do just kind of venture out to that three-point line.
Now, here is Morris. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Now, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So, that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important. And then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well to – when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. Here's Morris. The Mavericks making the shot. Here's McGee, and the slam dunk by McGee.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Now here's Redick. Back to Brunson. Pass to Melli. Brunson with it. From deep. Rebounded by McGee. And Willie Cauley-Stein gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Murray outside. And it's Murray with the jam.
Well, if Murray gets his slashing game together like that, that's a good sign for his offense. Love how confident he is.
Porter against Redick. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Mavericks shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
Well, Redick used properly can be lethal for your offense. You just can't afford to fall asleep on him.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Zinkas, he's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Mike Powell comes in for Marjanovic. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Nikola Melli. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson.
Jokic is a big center, tough to contain close to the basket. That's a nice throwdown.
Doncic outside. And the dunk by Doncic.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now here's Murray. 5 points in the game. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. It's rebounded by Doncic. Mavericks leading by 5.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Passes it to Jokic. And there's the defensive 3-second call. For Denver, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And the technical free throw is good.
Jamal Murray continuing to play with a fearlessness.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks. Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Luka Doncic had a huge first quarter. He had 10 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Denver, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Murray out there with Rivers, and it's Gordon in at the 3. Now Kleber following the three-point attempt by Jamal Murray. That one good for 2.
And right now they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
Yeah, that's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and game is fully in their control.
Here's Murray after Luka Doncic's bucket. Another miss by Jokic.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all. And the playmaking of Jokic, so incredible. Creating this inverted offense. Bones, for your money, does it matter what position your best playmaker occupies?
I don't think so. And Jokic might be the secret sauce to that and improving that from the center position, much like Arvydas Sabonis and Vlade Divac before him, can impact and also frustrate opposing defenses because you can't stop the center from making these kind of plays.
And here's Porzingis following the 3 from Austin Rivers. Porzingis kicks to Finney-Smith. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Finney-Smith's got the lead, back up to 8 now for the Mavs. Murray outside. And it's Jokic in the corner. Millsap has the open look. Misses the 3.
The third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
Kleber up top. Defended by Gordon. Finney-Smith can't get it to go. The Nuggets trail by 8. Here's Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Here's Finney Smith. On the wing, Doncic. He's covered by Murray. Here's Powell. Millsap grabs the miss. Millsap's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Shot by Gordon, wide open. Offensive rebound. Back to Rivers. Kicks to Millsap. Rivers gets a wide open look. Here's Jokic. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Jokic has got 4 this quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's his first foul. A different look for Denver. 1:58 left in the third. Doncic feeling it out. And Doncic throws it down.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
Here's Dozier. We've been defending. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks.
And Porter's height and length around the basket is going to help him create opportunities to score.
Thompson with it. Now guarded by Porter. Brunson against Porter. The Mavericks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. That one falls for Brunson. Martin's checked in for the Nuggets. Both shots good from the stripe. And Morris has got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. They trail by 6. Pass to Dozier. The shot, no good. And it's Dallas the other way. One-on-one fast break. And the wide open shot from Redick. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Well, Redick always a threat to score and taking full advantage.
Here's McGee. It's Bull, top of the key. Goes back up. And the rejection by Cauley Stein. Morris passes to Dozier. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. Takes a 3.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
There's 21 seconds left in the third. The pass to Redick. McGee with the block. For Denver, they have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. That free throw good from Barton.
I think Will Barton has figured out that scoring from the free throw line can be a good thing.
All free throws good from Barton. 7 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Brunson the pass to Cauley Stein. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Cauley Stein's got his first points in this one.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Jalen Brunson out there with J.J. Redick. Then there's Cauley Stein. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Melli in at the 3 slot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Just 5 to shoot. Shot left block. Second chance shot. No one near Marjanovic as he lets it go. He can't get that one.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
And the wide open shot from Morris. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Mavericks leading by 6. Right side, Redick. Pass to Melly. Back to Redick. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Well, this is when you start to talk about Redick not just always looking for offense, clearly looking for teammates there.
Morris dishes to Barton. He kicks it to Bull. Fires the three. Knocks down the three ball.
Well, Barton had a good feel about what was happening defensively, and his teammate was wide open.
Brunson scanning the floor. Passes to Redick. Launches a three. Denver grabs the miss. And here they come. Here's McGee. And that one good.
Really good job from Barton there to swing the ball over for the easy shot. Good vision on that play.
Brunson the pass to Redick. Back to Brunson. Pass to Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
And guys, he saw his chance to earn a little camera time there and took it.
Rocking the rim with some major force.
And typically he is not the major force in that regard, but good enough to punish a soft defense on that play.
Dallas leading by 5. And it's Monte Morris with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Marjanovic.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
On the wing, Porter. And that one's on target from the wing. And that's now 6 points for Michael Porter.
And it's clear Porter is a gutsy guy, someone who enjoys taking and making huge shots for his team.
Richardson finds Kleba. Richardson attacking. 5 to shoot. And Doncic throws it down.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
Now here's Murray. From deep. And again, Denver with the triple.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And it's Doncic missing. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Now here's Murray to tie it up. In deep, Jokic drops it in.
Look, Jokic continues to get confidence. He is becoming that guy for this team.
Doncic outside. Out to Porzingis. Back to Doncic.
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personality. He comes up with the goods on that one.
Now here's Murray. The pass to Jokic, outside Porter to take the lead. Hams the three.
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Murray against Doncic. Powell, the pass to Porzingis. Back to Powell. Doncic outside. Now the dish to Powell. It's good!
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They're down by 1. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And this is it, guys. Down 1. They've got just enough time to work it around for a good shot, and it better be a good shot because it's the only shot they have.
5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Jokic back to Murray. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. Los Angeles. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on How the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. Jokic is out there at goal. Then it's Porter. Then it's Aaron Gordon. And it's Murray in at the point guard. And for the Clippers, we've got Ibaka. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. Now here's Murray. Passes it to Jokic. In the corner, it's Gordon. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Nuggets shooting their first free throw this game. And so he hits the technical free throw.
A nightly double-double threat. Jokic is also an exceptional playmaker for a guy that size.
Porter finds Murray. Denver passing it around. On the wing, Gordon. Shot clock at 5. Back to Murray. There's the triple. And no good. The Clippers go the other way with it. George passes to Morris. Outside for George. And then George with the jam.
Insane move by Paul George, a high flyer who can create in midair.
Outside Porter. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. And it's off from three-point range. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's going to be on Jamal Murray. Paul Millsap is checked in for Bull. The Clippers shooting their first free throw of the game here.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line. About 79% of their free throws.
Now here's Millsap. Wide open look here for Murray. Bangs home the trifecta.
And you see the vision from Paul Millsap. That's another area that he provides for his teams.
Pass to Beverly. Back to George. Over Porter. George, no good. For Denver, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. That's good from Porter on the assist by Murray.
And the precise passing of Murray, really moving the ball well around the floor.
Now Beverly. No good on that one. Murray with the defensive effort. Denver's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Porter against George. In the corner, it's Gordon. Murray outside. Porter outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
And so Ibaka, he'll bring it up for the Clippers. They trail by 1.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
How about the strength of Murray finishing the shot off easily, even with the harm?
A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, but I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that.
The defense is right there. Quality contest, and they threw him off his rhythm.
Here's George, and it's sent back by Millsap.
And Millsap, for his size, a pretty good rim protector.
Here's Leonard. They get the rebound, and Ibaka is right there.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And here's Denver. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Murray, the pass to Porter. And it's Jokic in the corner. And here's Gordon. Outside Millsap. Out to the wing. Murray kicks to Gordon. On the wing, Porter. Leonard against Gordon. 46 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Leonard attacking, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Paul Millsap picks one up.
The dribble drive, yet another tool in Leonard's extensive arsenal, earns him a trip to the line.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Morris kicks to Barton. Jacks up a 3. Good on the triple.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's George. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And it's denied.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Now here is Ibaka. George with the ball. An easy 2 points on the layup. George has got his second basket of the game.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
There's the pass to Dozier. Here's Bol. And he banks in the layup.
The towering presence that is Bol. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
What a performance by Jamal Murray. He has been the story for Denver. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll return shortly.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well-balanced. This team lives it.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what stands out to you from the Nuggets in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
Kawhi Leonard is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then it's Paul George. And it's Ibaka in at the 5. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. And it's Leonard missing.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
You know, this is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute.
Here's Dozier. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by George. Clippers trail by 3. It's tipped. It's stolen by Ibaka. Here's Beverley. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. Beverley's got his first bucket in this one.
He's a high-energy forward with great length. Surge forcing the turnover and making it happen.
Barton outside. Back to Morris. Pass to Dozier. 5 on the clock. Barton. Serge Ibaka pulls it in. Ibaka's got 5 rebounds tonight. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And you see Kawhi's hustle in transition, always putting himself in position to succeed.
Over in the corner, Green. Martin passes to Dozier. That 3 off the mark. And that's a foul called on Bol Bol. That is his first foul of the game. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Here's Kennard. The 3. And Bol pulls it down.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Promising start for Luke Kennard. End up missing extended minutes with injuries. Hopefully he can stay healthy this go around.
The Nuggets have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Jackson looking around. It's deflected. Morris into the lane. And Morris throws it down.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
We talk about it time and time again. Turnovers are costly, especially when the game is close.
And Kennard's moving into the starting lineup for the first time last season.
And to add to that, he had a larger role offensively. And at the same time, his efficiency increased. That's a good sign.
And at his peak, Reggie Jackson is one of the better guards in the league. He still got that confidence.
Yes, he does. Injuries slowed him down, but still able to create his shot anytime he wants.
And a smooth shooting stroke off the catch. Porter clearly excels in those situations.
And here's Jackson. Los Angeles with another miss.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
On the wing, Gordon takes a 3. And no good that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Now the Clippers moving it up. Jackson misses.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yes, getting a little ahead of himself on that play.
And you see defenses trying to be physical with Bol. That time, contact on the shot had no effect. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Paul Millsap's checked in for Denver. Rivers comes in for Porter. Millsap's against Cousins. Passes it to Zubac. Now, here's Kennard. He's covered closely, and the layup's good off the glass.
With good size for a 2-guard, Luke Kennard can finish in the paint.
Murray kicks to Gordon. Pass to Jokic. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Millsap misses.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
Denver leading by 4. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Millsap misses. And Ibaka will bring it up for Los Angeles. Got a piece of it.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
But, you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
Sometimes he seems to be indestructible with the finishes he can make. Jokic is a force down low.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
Leonard against Gordon. Leonard attacking.
Oh,
here he comes.
That was amazing, and look at the elevation. Well, we know Leonard's an elite two-way machine, but there he shows us the artistry.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson. Jamal Murray had a huge first quarter. He had 8 points, 2 rebounds, and that.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. We have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Murray out there with Austin Rivers, and it's Gordon in at the small forward. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Millsap passes to Murray. Rivers with it. Fires the three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Ibaka's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That is his first foul of the game. And stolen by Murray.
And they're losing their concentration here, guys. Just sloppy with the ball. Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. And George, here we go.
And with those long strides, it takes Paul George no time to get to the rim.
The Nuggets leading by 4. Murray outside. On the wing, Gordon fires from deep. Rebound by the Clippers. Here's Morris. Jokic grabs the miss.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. And now just a 3-point Nugget lead.
Doing great things at the offensive end. 3 for 4 to start this half.
Jokic kicks to Millsap. And a miss there on the triple.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far. So, wow, 4 or 5 to start the half, coming out on fire.
Big group substitution here for Denver. JaVale McGee's checked in for Millsap. Jermichael Green comes in for Aaron Gordon. Porter's checked in for Rivers. And Monte Morris subbed in for Murray. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
And the call up against Jokic. That is his first foul of the game. Clippers have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. Jokic lays it up off the glass. Jokic has got 5 now.
And this is where Jokic is most comfortable. The closer he is to the rim, the more effective he becomes.
Jackson passes to Zubac. Kennard on the wing. Another shot for the lead. The shot will not fall. And it's Denver the other way. And here's the fast break. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That's foul number 2 for him.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Leonard. And a switcher also for Denver. Bowles checked in. Porter kicks to McGee. Morris passes to Bowles. And it's rebounded by DeMarcus Cousins. Los Angeles has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
When you look at Luke Kennard's free throw percentage, if you're the defense, you might want to keep him away from the line.
And he makes both free throws. Nuggets have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Morris kicks to McGee, and a wide open look for Porter. And again, Denver no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Green against Jackson. 50 seconds left in the third quarter. Clock at 6. And the layup falls.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Morris against Zubac. Green, the pass to Porter. That's 3-pointers off the mark. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 13-5 run here. Batum finds Cousins.
And all second half, they haven't gotten stops with any consistency.
Denver calls timeout.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Martin is checked in. Out left to the wing. And there's the pass to Bowles. And the wide open shot from Green. With the putback. Great positioning on the putback. Bowles got 6.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Here's Jackson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
The 7-foot wingspan of Reggie Jackson makes him a bigger player inside. Helps him draw fouls.
And so Jackson nails both of them. Just 4 seconds left to play here in the third. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And we've reached the end of the third. Clippers ahead as they wrap up the third quarter with a tremendous 17-7 run. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Jackson is out there with Kennard. Then there's Batum. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Cousins in at the power forward position. It's Jackson with the drive. And Jackson throws it down hard.
The way he glides around the court doesn't look like Jackson is moving as fast as he really is.
Here's Morris. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. George, and it's blocked by Gordon.
No, I wouldn't test Gordon. With that vertical and length, please try someone else.
Clippers leading by 4. Oh, Leonard in position. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. The tray, it's good. That basket, he's now 5 for 9.
What I like about Kawhi's shot, no matter the distance, always seems to be on balance.
Murray surveying the D. Jokic on top. Back to Murray. Puts one up from 19, but he gets it back. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Porter.
Just using his size well close to the rim. Porter is outstanding at cashing in from those spots.
Now here's Beverly. Out to Ibaka. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. 6 on the shot clock. From deep, George. Porter with the steal.
Man, that's a great play on defense there. Forced him to rethink the shot and then able to come up with the steal. And you talk about clutch plays, I mean, defensively and offensively, and we saw it right there.
George dishes to Leonard. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Murray, the pass to Porter. Back to Murray. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And the technical free throw is good.
Yeah, that's who you want stepping to the line when the game is close.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Porter in the corner. No good with the triple.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
And that's an intentional foul. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Leonard looking around. Outside for George. In the corner, it's Morris. No good on the triple.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
That's what you expect from Paul Millsap, delivering with the big shot.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter.
Paul George loves these situations. The bigger the moment, the more he wants to deliver.
Murray, the pass to Gordon. Kicks it to Millsap. Fires the 3. They get it again. Jokic on the foul.
Huge. Jokic comes through just fearless. What an option.
Porter against Beverly. Kicks it out to Leonard. The shot by George. Wide open. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay. There's really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Pass to Porter to tie it up.
And when Morris is playing with intensity like this, his defense can rip.
And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor,
the coach's challenge has been issued. First game like this, onto the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, well, Mike Malone talked to his team during that last time out, and he's pushing them to empty the tank. He said, I know you're tired and it's been a tough game, but we can't hold back. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I want you full speed. Guys.